Hello, my name is Alex. I go by Digital Geist when I'm online, and this is a quick look. Well, quick, I don't know how quick, but this is a look at the Moonwind MkII from Jomox. So right now I have it playing a drum loop, fully wet. If I go back to dry, this is a preset from Battalion, I believe. You can see Ableton Live in the top right of the screen capture, playing back everything, kind of giving us an idea. When I get sick of the drum loop, I can just change it. This is a pretty nifty way to start. So as I understand it, looking at the filter, we've got our upper section, and you're going to have to forgive me, I'm not a synth reviewer or anything like that. I don't want to be, but there isn't enough online about this unit, so people have a lot of questions, and it's fun to have one here. So, by the way, Jomox has nothing to do with this video, so I don't know them personally or anything. I just was fascinated by this. So we've got cutoff and resonance and Q up here. We've got a left and a right. So they can be in series or they can be in stereo. We've also got a bunch of buttons that pretty much do what they say. It depends. Like, this sequencer will follow once you start your sequencer, right? Because it's got transport MIDI control. So it will take the MIDI in, start the sequence, and I've recorded some of this before. I tried to figure some of this stuff out and finally figured out how to go from the sequencer track, cutoff, cue, and resonance. It was right in front of me the whole time. Usually it's like that with things like this, but there's been a lot of manual searching as well. I haven't gotten through the whole manual yet, so there's going to be some features here that I may just not have come across yet. But as I understand it, let's get to, let me figure something out here, move our preset. There we go, so things are a little bit differently. Where was I? Basically, a lot of the functions are either in the menu or right in front of you, just not where you would expect, or not entirely sure what would be going on with it. So what I mean by that is, if you want to change the effect here, you have this little line here that says DELY1, which you can assume is a delay. The first knob is what? I'm not sure. I think it's time. Second knob, I don't know. Third knob, also don't know, but it is fun. The fourth knob I know is feedback. So feedback you have to be really careful with. I've mentioned this a couple of times. Mentioned it a couple of times already online, I think, but it's mentioned in the manual as well. Be very careful with the feedback button. Like if I go to the algorithm, you see feedback here is 89. Like, you can get it. It's not a big deal if you're doing it with reverb and delay, because I believe that the feedback circuit takes the post filter, puts it back through the amp, so you can have like a bucket brigade delay where it kind of filters like so. But you have the feedback, I think, sometimes stays the same when you change preset. So you kind of have to be a little bit, yeah, the feedback stayed here at 16. Let's put it at 20. Back here. No, it changed with this one, so maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I'm not the best. Alright, this drum loop's starting to get a little grating. Let's see if we can change it. So you get some certain information is just popping up at you, right? You've got set left and right here that coordinates with these CB ins and outs that I'm not using right now. If you hit the link button, both filters are linked, right? But you can have different shapes for the filters. Turn that down a little bit so it's not peaking. You see I have a level meter here. In some areas you do not see this. So if I hit this again, you see the sequence is going through because this is playing. There's no level meter. So going back here, if I double tap this? No. If I double tap the touchpad, it turns on touch mode. What does that mean? Well, you see the little dot following my finger here. I believe that this is your left and right filter. So left, right. And as you move it, you're moving the cutoff lower or higher by going left and right, and then adjusting the resonance in the Q by raising your finger. There's going to be a test later. So you get out of this, it says in the manual, double tap down here on the bottom right. It has been extremely flaky in that regard, and actually, especially with this filter page, if I double tap down here, it could just kill my thing in the middle of the performance. What I mean is, see, how do I turn this off? There we go. Third try, okay? Just be mindful, you know, if you're going to use this for a live performance, it's not going to help. This is nice. Alright, let's get to a different preset here. Something's going on here. Oh. Sequence is still going. I'm going to stop that. There we go. High pass on the left, low pass on the right. Some screaming. So there's three things here, right? We've got our cutoff, our resonance, and our Q. If you raise the resonance and give the Q a little bit higher, you can make these scream. And what you can actually do is, it says this in the manual, you can tune it so that you can play it via MIDI notes to play different pitches, which is pretty ingenious. But you have to be willing to get into that really screechy area and kind of live in that pocket. Okay, so this is going pretty good. Let's take a look at our algorithm here, which should be a delay. Stereo delay, so time left and time right, kind of another pet peeve of mine. It's just kind of, how do I know if this is an eighth note or a quarter note or, you know, a triplet or, you know, sixteenths? It's just labeled from, the delay is from 0 to 127 on left and right. And there's a ping pong knob that I don't know whether it does anything, but here's our friend the feedback knob. And we don't have to use these knobs either. The touchpad, actually, you'll see the left and right here, ping pong and feedback. If I move my finger, it's not exact. It's actually a very coarse, kind of goes wherever the hell it feels like. But if you start at a certain area and move all the way down, eventually, see, I'm having some trouble here getting the time left to go all the way down to 0. Hits 127, no problem. I got it down to 4. 007. 0. There we go. Now if I'm using the right one, oops, I put time left back up to 65. Oh, that sounded cool for a second. feedback. Very, very ill-advised to start screwing around with the feedback in the touch bar, because this will be fine because it's a delay, but it'll start to scream. Any of the other ones will feedback pretty quick. It'll wake you up. So here we go. Nice bucket brigade. That's very nice, right? So the problem here is we've got a lot of feedback. If I go into the next patch, if it doesn't follow, it might just go bleh. Let's see. Yep. This one's good too. This one just kind of adds a little bit of grit just by being on. But I was going to say, these are both low-pass filters, so why don't we screw around a little bit with different shapes and try out the link button. So, here we go. These are both low-pass. Having a different resonance and Q. See, it's kind of got that nice difference between the right and the left. Okay, so different shape. So shape left, shape right. Now this is in high pass, but because the cutoff is all the way up, we've cut all of anything under 30,000 hertz. Because this thing goes about 15 hertz to 30,000, is what the manual claims. I don't doubt it. And I can't hear much more higher than that anyway. It's nice. Okay, so high pass on the left. No, low pass on the left, high pass on the right. Let's make these kind of whatever. Okay. Now I'm going to link them, and you'll notice there's a little tilde here between them, telling me that they're linked. Of course, this big bright red thing should probably clue me in too. But if I move cutoff, now the cutoff is all the way up, which means with the high pass filter, it's filtering everything out, right? We've got nothing in our right ear. But as we go down, that's very nice. So we can also do this. We can raise our resonance, make that a little bit more extreme. Let's get our Q up there. Really narrows the band. All right. High pass, low pass, you guys get the drift. Let's change the shape. One band pass, one high pass. Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's band pass, high pass. Both band pass, that's no fun. Band pass notch, now that's fun. Who needs a bass line? Cool. That's kind of in the pocket there, isn't it? blinking them when they're... How do I get out of light? There we go. So below here we have, it says Core V, that's the effect algorithm. I'm not sure what ST stands for here, but we've got two other parameters. There's nothing, I don't think, linked there, or I'm not entirely sure. Oh, this definitely is the LFO shape, though. So we've got our LFO shape. So if I go here, you see that one and that one are the same. So if we go back here, also the single seek button is like a back. It'll take you back to the main page. So we've got LFO1, LFO2. We do have an envelope. This is for the filter. I believe we have a VCA. I don't know what that does. Envelope, I know that one much. Yeah, okay, so we get the filter, and then we have the VCA with the same envelope button. I'm not really going to screw around with it. Our algorithms again. Get that reverb up there. This is chorus. Why does it feel like I'm deaf in my right ear? Okay. How do I get out of this? Back here. Change that to something more sane. Whoa. To go into the algorithm, kind of screw around. Actually, let's take a moment and screw around. And let's... Just a minute. There we go, a little bit more IDM. I was really starting to lose it there for a second. So this peak, you want it to just kind of pop a little bit. Remember, going back to single seek will get you back to the main menu where you can see the input level. I just noticed that it was peaking a lot. So where was I? Back here to algorithm. Let's go through some of the effects. So waveguide, right? Turn it with the data knob. Go all the way to the beginning. Chorus and reverb. Nope. Don't want that. There we go. The reverb. Chorus mix. Oh, that's right. Sequence is going. Stop doing that. Get some reverb going. That's cool. There we go. That's just weird. And of course, feedback a little bit. Now I'm managing this feedback very carefully, because you can hear it just going off in the background. Okay, I lied. That's fun. Okay, but let's see what the next effect is. Flanger reverb. Let's do it. Oops. Feedback's no good there. That reverb's pretty wild though. I approve of it. You see, I'm spinning the knob pretty quick. It's responding, but not very quickly. The only problem is I can't really trust the touchpad because you don't know where you're going to end up. You kind of have to do it more by ear, I guess, than by numbers. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, that's flanger reverb. Tremolo reverb. There we go. Wonder if we add a little feedback if that speaks or not. Pitch shift. This one I think assumes 64 is the middle pitch that it comes in at, and then anything below or above that is lower or higher pitch. I wonder what, because there's no other slots here. What does the feedback do here? Wow. Ooh. And here we are back with the dry sound. feedback going from patch to patch, I think, because I knew I had the problem earlier, but it just presented itself because I had it cranked in that one patch. Anyway. Whatnot. Reverb. Whoops. There we go. The reverb time. How long does it go, right? We get a high filter and a low filter. There was more interplay between the sides, right? Okay, again, a pet peeve, the time left and right is only from 0 to 127 when you're talking about a delay. So how do I know what an 8th note is, a 16th note? Am I using triplets, you know? And in ping pong it's cool, it's just I don't think it's ping ponging. Oh yeah, delay and chorus. Okay. Whoa. All right there, settle down. Wave guide. That thing does not want to settle down. There you go. Might as well. Wave guide. Strong recommend. 4-month box. All right, I think that's a good spot to end it. It's pretty much everything. I mean, that's everything that I've gotten up to, at least. I haven't touched the noise, the VCA, or the envelopes really, and the step sequencer is still kind of a mystery. But I mean, all in all, that's pretty much everything there is.